Hello, my name is Joel Smith. I'm a lawyer at Williams HR Law. The frequently asked question that I'll be answering in this video is, how should employers respond to an employee who's unable to work from home because of their role, but who refuses to work because of concerns about COVID-19? Now, the first thing you'll need to do is find out why they feel they can't work. If it's because they've been recommended to quarantine or need to care for their children who are home during this time, employers in some jurisdictions, including provincially regulated employers in Ontario, will need to allow the employee to remain home. In Ontario, that will be under one of the new job-protected leaves that have been established in relation to COVID-19 and are now set out in the Employment Standards Act. Now, in many cases, your human rights obligations will also require that you accommodate the employees by letting them remain home during the quarantine or the childcare-related need. Now, on the other hand, if they're saying they can't work simply because they're afraid of contracting the virus, you should treat that as a work refusal. Health and safety legislation across Canada contains very similar work refusal procedures, although they do differ in each province or jurisdiction. I'll focus on the procedure in Ontario's Occupational Health and Safety Act. Now, once the worker reports that they believe the work is unsafe to their supervisor or employer, you have to then investigate with the worker, along with a health and safety representative, joint health and safety committee member, or union representative, depending on the circumstances, also present during the investigation. If, in your investigation, you find that the work creates risk, you should take corrective action to make it safe. If not, you can tell the worker the results of the investigation and ask them to report back to work. Either way, if after your investigation the worker continues to refuse to report to work, you'll need to call the Ministry of Labour. The Ministry of Labour will then have one of their inspectors investigate and then report whether the work is unsafe. If it's deemed to be unsafe, generally orders will be made for the employer to correct them. If it's found to be safe by the inspector, the worker can again be asked to return to work. Now, keep in mind that in some cases, the employee will still refuse to work after this process ends, especially given the anxieties a lot of people have right now in relation to COVID-19. So if that happens, keep in mind that your worker may have a disability under the Human Rights Code that has to be accommodated, or they may have even developed a new disability or mental health related disability under the Human Rights Code in relation to COVID-19, in which case you'll need to accommodate the worker, which may involve letting them stay off work. Now, I hope you found this video helpful, along with the other resources on this site. Keep well and safe.